Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am One Wild Sheep, and this today is something a little bit special that just recently come to my attention. Now, I'm a big fan of decompilation projects, and one of my favorite Sonic games of all time, Sonic Advance 2, has actually just finished its recent decompilation, and part of that decompilation included a PC port of the game, which is a bit in early days, but if you guys wanted to right now, you can build the game and run the PC build of Sonic Advance 2. I've already gone through the whole process of actually building the game, so all I really have to do is just run sa2.sdl.win, no, not dot, underscore win32.exe, and boom, voila. And there's the cheeky game. Now, I've noticed that this decompilation PC port is a little bit buggy. Mostly in terms of like the menu system. For some reason, the menus are completely messed up. But when you're actually in game, the game runs absolutely beautifully. So, like I said, it looks a little messed up. I have noticed the performance is a bit hit or miss as well, but that could just be something on my end being weird. But you know, ignoring the glitchy, garbled main menu here, as soon as we get into the game itself, it's going to run great. So let's go with the Blue Blur himself, why not? And go straight into the first zone. And here we are. This is basically Sonic Advance 2 running in complete widescreen. And I tell you what, this is an absolute game changer. I'm a big fan of, like, I guess a best way I can describe it is I'm a big fan of PC ports in general. Like, there's a lot. Whenever these unofficial PC fan projects come out, I'm 100% behind them and pushing for them more and more because they're just really cool projects that allow you to have even more ways to play the games you know and love. And I'm hoping that Sonic Advance 1 and Sonic Advance 3 eventually get this sort of treatment. Because honestly, it's... Oh, messed that up. It's honestly a really, really cool way to play. And, you know, my biggest issue with the Advanced Trilogy is probably the screen resolution. Like, you don't really have much screen real estate at all. And, you know, with a way to be able to play the game properly, have the game in full widescreen, where you're less likely to get blindsided by obstacles. It's just a great way to experience it, you know? Unfortunately, like I said, it's still a pretty early days sort of situation. Like, I think the decomp finished not too long ago, and as such, the PC port side of things is still not perfect. But I know there's like a community slowly growing around this. I've seen a few people on Twitter actually posting saying that they are starting modding this to include things like the drop dash and whatnot. So, you know, it's getting there slowly. It's getting there slowly. What can I tell you? But again, this is a really cool project. The biggest problem right now with it is you have to build the game yourself, which I know a lot of people may not know how to do because they're, you know, that not everyone's tech savvy enough to do that. So that is kind of like one of the big problems. There's no like binaries for this game available. There's no exe files. You have to straight up go, and if you're on Windows, you have to install the Windows subsystem for Linux. So you basically have Linux system sitting on your Windows build, and you have to basically run through that and run through the process. If you know what you're doing, it takes like not even 10 minutes. But if you don't know what you're doing, I imagine some people would have a tricky time. What can I tell you? I tell you though, it's really strange seeing Sonic Advance 2 running in widescreen like this. I'm just not used to it. And like I said, I hope Sonic Advance 1 and Sonic Advance 3 get the same treatment as well down the line, because honestly, it's just really cool, you know, the fact that this can happen. And this isn't the only project to do this recently either. Like, everyone knows about the Zelda and Mario 64 ones because they're like the bigger name projects, I guess you could say. But no, there's more as well, like the Star Fox 64 also has a project like this out now, which I'm going to be making a video of just after I'm finished making this video to sort of show off too, because that one's also really cool, and that's being done by the same people who actually made the original Zelda PC port too. So as you can imagine, it's going to be, well, it's going to be a lot more polished than this anyway. Because I believe this PC port kind of came out as maybe an afterthought or something. I don't know if it was like one of the main goals of the decompilation project was for a PC version, because I believe on the GitHub page they say it was largely for mod support, so you can have more advanced modding capabilities. So I'm not sure if it's like a full-on goal for them to like make this a super polished product, but you know, it's out there now. The GitHub page is out there now, so if anyone wants to tackle it and try their hand to improve the code themselves, well, they can. It's on GitHub. It's, you know, it's open source, and again, it's just really, really cool. Although one thing that kind of concerned, well, not, I wouldn't really say concerned, but surprised me, is when you're actually building this game. Normally when you build something like this, they will ask for a ROM file, you know, to make sure that you, basically to get the assets from the game, right? So then they're doing things above board. Unfortunately, this one, I didn't even need to supply any ROM file or anything like that. I just built the game. And that kind of gives me a bit of a, because I'm not sure what the legality of that is. Because obviously these are Sega assets. Sega owns this. So I'm not sure about that. I'm hoping that they don't get into any trouble with that sort of stuff, because you know, that would be annoying. But I digress. Ooh, get rid of that baddie there. There we are. Anyway, I'm gonna just play through all the way up until the end of Hot Crater Zone. Actually, I tell you what, I might show off Ice Paradise as well, because I really like that level, and that's one of the levels that would benefit the most, I feel, from being in widescreen. If you guys are noticing little frame drops in the video, though, I assure you that's not the video. That is the game. Like, so I am getting like weird performance hiccups here, and it's actually a little bit surprising, because you know, this isn't a weak PC by any means. You know, like. Gosh, you know, I can play some of the latest and greatest games, no problem. So that's that might just be a little bit of a hiccup with the port. Again, like I said, it's early days. It's an early days PC port. It's not, you know, if anything, I would say use this as like a proof of concept. But like I said, I'm hoping that more games get this sort of treatment, and I'm hoping that everything goes smoothly. What can I tell you? And again, I just love that these exist. Like, the advanced trilogy of Sonic games, I feel don't get a lot of love these days. And a big part of that is they've always been kind of trapped onto the Game Boy Advance. There's no real way to play them outside of the GBA. So there's a lot of people who haven't really experienced these games and experienced just how fun they can be. And it's a shame. It's a shame. And I know, like, Game Boy Advance games... Oh, that was a bit weird there. I know Game Boy Advance games are easy to emulate and all that, but, you know. What I'm basically saying is, Sega, make an official collection or something, please. I mean, I got a weird feeling there might be license restrictions involved, because I know in certain territories, Sega actually didn't publish these games, which is really, really weird if you think about it. But I think it was THQ that published this in certain areas. Like, I think the UK was THQ that published this, but I could be wrong. Or was it America? Oh, bump. Okay, I'm out of practice with this. But no, like I said, the PC port here, it's okay, but it's still, you know, it still needs work, unless it's something just with my PC that it doesn't like. Maybe it just doesn't like my GPU, because I'm using an AMD GPU, and I know sometimes... Oh, Christ, I'm dying a lot. Sometimes these games can be... Sometimes things can be a little bit fiddly when it comes to AMD GPUs, I've noticed. Throughout the course of me using them anyway. Like, sometimes the games just don't work with them. Although usually whenever a game doesn't work on my GPU because it's an AMD one, usually using something like DXVK will fix it, because it just translates everything to Vulkan, and AMD loves Vulkan, so I don't know. Oh, come on, you absolute crumpet. But then again, compatibility issues, they're a lot more rarer these days than they used to be. I know, like, God, I remember, what was that? It was an old shooter, Brink, I think it was. That had some severe problems. Like, I don't even know if that ever got fixed with AMD GPUs. I've never actually played it, but I did know someone who did play it when it came out, and they had an AMD, and they couldn't play it because of that. I think it was Brink, anyway. I don't know. It's an older shooter. This was years ago. I was, like, back in college. Oh, gosh. Voila. Alright, so I'm just gonna finish up Act 1 of Ice Paradise, and then, Oh wait, I forgot, it's Music Plant, not Ice Paradise. Oh, bum. I forgot, it's been so long since I played this game, I got the layout backwards. Ice Paradise is after this. Alright, never mind, I'll do Act 1 of this level, because it's a pretty stage, and then I'll call it a video. But, yeah, if anyone wants to try this out, I will be posting a link to the GitHub page in the description of the video, so you guys can go and check it out yourselves. I don't really know, what's the word I'm looking for here? I don't really know how everyone will take to it. I don't know if everyone will, because, like I said, you need to have a bit of tech savviness to actually build the project. It's really not that hard, but, as someone who doesn't know how to work their way around things like Windows Subsystem for Linux and stuff like that, I can see them having a bit of trouble, But I digress. I digress indeed-o. Alright, I forget which one of these is the right one I want to jump into. I guess just any of them, as long as I make it past the spikes. So, come on, spikes, go away, spikes! Ah, no! Yeah, there we go. Whew! Been a long time since I played this zone, and honestly, even though I have played this zone before, it's just really strange playing it in widescreen. It's something I'm just straight up not used to. It's like the game is 100% accurate to what it was on the GBA. It's just purely, well, apart from the graphical bugs, it's just, I'm so used to the game being played a certain way. Alright, this monkey panic's always gotten the better of me. There we are. Beautiful. Ow! Some good old Dimps level design right there. Oh, it crashed! Oh, bum! Well, I guess that's a good place to end the video then. So yeah, like I said, it's not a perfect situation. It's one of them. It's one of them things where, like, it's cool as a work in progress type of thing, but it does need more work. But I want to make a quick video showcasing it and maybe getting people knowledgeable with it, because a lot of people don't even know this exists. So yeah, all in all, it's really cool. I can't wait to see as things get developed. Assuming things get developed, because I know, again, the GitHub's main goal, I believe, was primarily a decompilation. So we'll see how things go. But for now, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't be sheepish, and I shall catch you all again. Bye!